This week we're looking at the so-called confessions or complaints of Jeremiah. We've already seen those complaints as we've read through them, but we've not looked specifically at the subject of those confessions. So this week the focus is going to be on the confessions of Jeremiah. Also this week, recognize that there is a paper due on those confessions, so don't forget that. I remember my mother as I was growing up. She made a statement that we are not to question God. Now, my mother was a godly lady. She loved the Lord with all of her heart. But that particular statement is wrong. Nowhere in Scripture does it say that we are not to question God. But let me qualify that. We are not to question God in the context of unbelief. Unbelief is rebuked, is judged. But questioning in the context of faith is okay. We see that several times in Scripture. The book of Job, for example. Job asked some hard questions. God never rebukes Job for asking those questions. Jeremiah asked hard questions. God does not rebuke us when we ask questions in the context of faith. Job asked questions in faith. Jeremiah asked questions in the context of faith. So it's okay to ask the hard questions. Now, recognize God is not obligated to answer. Sometimes He's gracious and He does. Sometimes He does not. But He doesn't rebuke us when we ask in faith. Things happen in life that we struggle with. All of us have events that really shake us to the core. A death of a loved one. A tragedy happens around us. What's going on? We ask hard questions. God can handle those questions. And we are to take them, those questions, to God. I think that it is really hypocrisy for something tragic to happen around us and we meekly fold our hands and say, "Isn't God good?" That's not what we're feeling. What Jeremiah is feeling in these complaints is he's being shaken to the core. He doesn't understand and he's seeking to understand. And he asks the hard questions. It's okay to ask the hard questions. Make sure that we ask them in the context of faith. Hope you have a wonderful time studying the confessions. They tell us about who we are, but they also tell us about who God is. God bless you.